Hello, and welcome to our 6 a.m. Pacific time daily practice, a moment of inspiration inspired by the book 365 Science of Mind, a Year of Daily Wisdom from Ernest Holmes. I've been calling it my daily devotional this time that we spend together because it's the time that I focus on the connection of of this community that we have together, but also that we all have with the living spirit, the divine that resides not only within us but all around us. It feels quite sacred to me this time together, and I thank all of you who have been practicing since the beginning of this year. We have 1 month and a few days left together, and we will have completed an entire year of practicing together. Um, Today's reading is titled Unity. And this is a big topic in our teaching, the mystery of being both individuals and connected to each other, having a shared heritage, feeling oneness, working that out with our separateness. And here's what Dr. Holmes writes about it. He says, perhaps the most difficult thing for us to perceive is that there is one life running through everything. Everything. I do remember Star Wars and the Force being a subtle energy in the story running through everything, could be felt everywhere and drawn upon by those who are in tune with it. And at the time, I thought there is a lot of similarities and some differences in that concept and our idea of oneness. There is a life energy that we all share in various degrees of awareness of it. And perhaps the spiritual living is becoming more consciously aware of that which runs through us. One life running through everything, one presence that manifests in everything, and one person. Now he uses life, presence, and person with uppercase, meaning he's talking about synonyms for the divine. So one person individualized through everyone. The perception of unity sees through all differences to the one universal sameness. Well, there's a description for spiritual living. As somebody interested in living a spiritual life, my practice is to look through differences and see that within all that we share in common, which is life. And then the important words, but unity does not mean uniformity. We do not have to be alike, think alike, or act alike. And that's right there where we have challenges, because we are communal beings and we tend to gravitate towards those people who are physically, ideologically like us. And so a lot of our stress in the world comes from trying to get people who are not like us to be like us. Then he says, and the world is learning that we must all act in unison. Oh, wow. Wow. Without losing our identity, without losing our culture, without losing our individuality, we must act in unison. Now, what could that mean? Does that mean we all have to have the same religion? No, I don't think so. Does it mean we all have to have the same politics? No, I don't think so. Does it mean we all have to have the same standards for beauty? I don't think so. So what does it mean? That's a wonderful thought to think about. What does humanity acting in unison look like to you? Well, my example would be coming up example with the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Agreement is what I'm thinking of. Your agreement, negotiation, compromise, these are important in relationship, family, neighborhoods, nations. And so when the nations, the United Nations, got together and created a universal declaration of human rights, it was a milestone in the history of human rights. And that took place in the early mid 1900s and in Paris. And you can, let me pull it up, you can review the Universal Declaration of Human Rights as a really shining example of how we might, as spiritual beings, and whether or not we're spiritual beings, move in unison. Can we agree that human beings have a right? As you scroll, like I'm scrolling through there, you'll see the ideas of liberty, um, freedom. Nobody should have their bodies controlled or be kept in servitude or slavery. And it addresses free movement, nationality, and justice, equal justice, and access, and movement, and the right to seek asylum, and the right to maintain nationality, and the right to not have your freedom or possessions be arbitrarily taken away. So, as spiritual beings, what does act in unison look like to you? That's a beautiful question. Let's take a breath in and use these words for our focus and contemplation today. Today, as I move about the world, I mindfully seek out my union with life wherever I can. Today, I let my imagination move freely, even when I come into situations where I feel more differences than sameness, and I let my imagination reach through the differences to that which is the same for all. And I say to myself, to my deeper self today, over and over again as I move through the world, I know that I am in the divine, and the divine is in me as it is in all. And so there is a mantra running through me: we are one, we are one, we are one. And today, as I move about the world, I seek to sense this unity as never before, more deeply than before. I seek to sense my oneness with the soul of the universe. And letting the next breath I take be deeper than the one before. I begin to move into awareness of my environment. As I move into activity, remembering to be on the lookout for signs of unity and oneness. Have a blessed day.